See, one thing I don't understand about this game is, why are all the Promethean weapons so average on here? You would think that the Prometheans would at least create one gun that was, amazing, but all their guns are just underwhelming. Meanwhile, the UNSC, the Covenant, and the Banished have weapons that can stop your heart instantly. After I saw the microwave in the trailer for the first time, I thought that it would be my favorite gun in the game. But that was a genjutsu, an illusion. It wasn't real. It's actually kind of impressive how it looks like a power weapon, sounds like a power weapon, but it's not a power weapon. This thing is essentially a shotgun that shoots frisbees. This gun requires a lot of precision like the shot rifle, while at the same time not being nearly as good. The gun has two settings, vertical and wombo. I believe the wombo setting is for bouncing the projectile off the wall, which is honestly a waste of time. I wouldn't even attempt doing that. It's already hard enough to use this thing vertically. It's not that the microwave is weak, it's just that the other weapons are far stronger. The microwave and the commando have that in common, but I'll talk about the commando another day. In the grand scheme of things, why would you want to use this thing instead of the bulldog? They basically serve the same purpose, but the bulldog is easier to use. The microwave probably would have been better off being a one-shot kill and being a power weapon and having less, I guess you could say, shots per round. Because as it stands right now, it's just too much of a hassle to use. I personally only use this gun because I think it looks cool, disintegrating people, and I like to challenge myself by using guns that aren't that good. Speaking of guns that aren't that good, it's time to talk about this thing, the Sentinel beam. Normally when I think of beams, I think of omega beams, special beam cannons, tractor beams. But see, this thing right here, this gun isn't bad, but it's not good either. It's just okay. This gun really reminds me of the ray gun on high rounds in Call of Duty Zombies. It looks the part, but it just doesn't get the job done. You won't win most of your gunfights with this thing against people who are actually good. At most, you can only kill people that are good when they're not looking. And even then, they still have a pretty good chance of killing you while you're using this thing. The only way to make this gun better would probably be to increase the radius of the beam and maybe like lower the recoil. Or you could just increase the damage. Otherwise than that, I really only use this thing for the same reason that I use the microwave, because I like disintegrating people. And this gun shoots a laser beam. Of course I'm going to pick it up. Like, come on, dude. This gun looks cool. I just wish it was more powerful. It looks powerful. It just isn't for some reason. And last but not least, the grenade launcher. Because that's what this thing is. It's the grenade launcher. Its actual name isn't important. This gun has a way higher power level than the other two. But that's not saying much. This is the most powerful Promethean weapon in the game. Now, if I were to compare this weapon to the most powerful Banished weapon or the most powerful UNSC weapon or the most powerful Covenant weapon, it doesn't even come close. This thing is just a grenade launcher. Nobody's going to pick this thing over the rocket launcher, the gravity hammer, the energy sword, the sniper rifle, the skewer, etc. There are so many things that are more deadly than this, and this is an actual power weapon. The Sentinel beam and the microwave aren't power weapons, but this thing is. So you would at least expect it to be comparable to the other power weapons, but it isn't. It has the ability where you can control the trajectory of the projectiles that it shoots. But I'm gonna be honest, the majority of people don't even do that. They just aim for the ground and use it like a normal grenade launcher. Cause that's what it is. It's just a normal grenade launcher. Do y'all remember the binary rifle and the scatter shot and the bolt shot in Halo 4? Those weapons were dangerous. The Prometheans were the Michael Jordans of creating weapons. Compared to the Prometheans, everyone else was just throwing sticks and stones at each other. I mean, just look at the skewer. I just have a very hard time believing that the Prometheans' greatest weapon would be a grenade launcher. Where are the Promethean vehicles and equipment? We should be able to teleport like the Knights do. It should be one of the equipment that you can pick up on here. It's just weird because when I think of the Prometheans, I think of Brainiac or Ultron. But on this game, they're BMO from Adventure Time. They can't make weapons, they can't make vehicles, they can't make equipment, they can't do anything right.